What's going on, YouTube? It's your boy Duran, and we're here to talk more Celtics basketball. And the topic of this video again is Enes Kanter. What is his future moving forward? What I would say is Enes Kanter had a pretty good season, and I think that we all really thought that we could overlook the defense, and as long as he's giving us a double-double on a nightly basis, we'll be okay. But it just became too out of hand. I mean, and when he wasn't playing well on offense, the trade-off on defense was not worth it, because you're getting 12 and 10 on one end, but you're giving up 25 and 13 on the other, and it kind of kills the team. So with Kanter, just as simple as to say, same thing with Wanamaker, he gotta get the fuck about the paint. Kanter gotta go. Kanter looked unplayable in the playoffs. He was, and he didn't really get to play in the Toronto series because he was horrible. He didn't get to play in the Miami series because he was really a liability also. It's just really hard to have players on the court that can't play defense, that are struggle to play defense, that just aren't athletically built to deal with players that are that athletic, like a Bam Adebayo or Serge Ibaka, or even Joel Embiid, who's not even in the best shape. It was really hard for Kanter. We could play Kanter in the Philly series, but we just couldn't play him in the rest of the playoffs. And give credit where credit is due. Kanter did show up a little bit in that first round. He did have some games in the Eastern Conference Finals where he was decent against the Heat, but just overall, Enes Kanter was a minus. He was a minus for his team. He wasn't that good. He wasn't that good this whole year, really. Kanter was decent. I'll give him Kanter a decent regular season. He was decent this regular season, but nothing we could say like, oh, this guy, this guy's an integral piece, is a key piece, because if Enes Kanter got hurt and missed a season, we wouldn't have cared. Be real, we wouldn't have cared. It wouldn't have really mattered. Enes Kanter's a nice guy, a good meme guy, but he gotta go. He's not good. He falls in the category on the Celtics basketball team of just not good enough. Not good enough. And these are the players we have to upgrade. I already talked about Brad Wanamaker. I already talked about Daniel Tice. With Enes Kanter's also fault, we've got to upgrade these players. And with Enes Kanter in this point, he has to go. Like we've got to move on. He has to leave. He can't even be on the bench anymore. He has to go. And I don't think it'll be that hard to upgrade this position. Again, they have 3 first-round draft picks, and I think there's a couple of players in the draft that are better than Enes Kanter right now. Players that have higher ceilings right now than Enes Kanter. But I was one of those people that kind of hoped that this would work out. I was one of those people who say, Brad gets the most out of people, in which he does. And that, he could get Enes Kanter to get somewhere to decent defense. Yeah, play decent defense, stay in front of the guy. But man, Enes Kanter on defense was rough. Stiff hips, can't stay in front of his man, catching blow-bys left and right. Bam Adebayo completely ate his lunch after a while. Joel Embiid kind of pulled his pants down. He didn't want to go over screens and kept letting Serge Ibaka shoot whatever three-pointer he wanted. This guy was just kind of unplayable at points, and it kind of gets annoying when you have those players on your team that are just a liability, and they're taking up spots, and we're a thin team. We're not as deep as we're used to being. We're a top-heavy team, and so when the guys that we need to contribute to come off the bench, we need those guys that we can't have guys that are just unplayable. And knows where are we going? Like 8 deep? We're going 8 deep. Those 3 guys that are coming off the bench have to be contributors. They have to be. There's no choice. You have to be a contributor. There can't be a guy out there that's just unplayable. And that's on it. And then that answers the question of why are you on the roster then? And that's the same thing. Why is Enes Kanter on this roster? He has to go. We can upgrade him. There's a few cats. I like Xavier Tillman out of Michigan State. They can get him at the end of the first round. Again, there's a lot of guys that are still that we can still work through. But as always, I have nothing left for the video. Like, comment, and subscribe. Peace.